Need to get out of that house. That wasn't Alex.
Dude, welcome back. Josh here from Beyond the Gray Media, checking in on you out there in your home, on your cell phone, on your drive home, wherever you're at, man. I hope that you're doing well. It's great to see you, man. I miss you. It is Friday night. Let's get it. It's Happy Beltane as well. It's May Day. It's a full moon. It's payday. It's pretty awesome, man. Let's talk about a brand new 2026 Blu-ray that I just got in from the movieroom.com that is an Eli Roth Presents Dream Eater. Okay? This came out, this is by the horror section, and this is a 2026 found footage, kind of documentary style horror film that is a Canadian film that's made by three directors. I'm going to try not to butcher their names. Jay Jakulik, Mallory Drum, and Alex Lee Williams. And basically the story is there is this couple and they're going to go on vacation to celebrate homeboy's birthday. Alex and Mallory is also a documentary filmmaker, and she realizes that Alex is struggling from parasomnia and she wants to document due to doctor's orders kind of what's going on with Alex and how he's feeling, how he's doing, and really just kind of get some answers as to what's happening. Why is he so violent when he sleeps? Is there something else going on here? Kind of an interesting story, kind of an interesting premise, I guess. And so that's kind of what happens is we go up to this remote location in Canada. I want to say it's filmed in like Toronto or somewhere. And these Canadians, man, they get themselves in all kinds of fucking trouble. I got some issues with this film. I think this is going to be a very divisive found footage film. I'm going to tell you right now, I watched this thing twice. Now listen, right? Let me tell you right now. I hate it when people do that. Like they're going to fucking school you on something. They're going to learn something to you. They're going to mansplain something to you. When I first watched this movie, I was mixed. I was right down the middle, 50% liked, 50% didn't like, right? 5 out of 10. And something was bothering me about it, though. I couldn't really tell exactly how I felt until I watched the special features, because there is quite a few. As far as like the time, there's a director's commentary, there's a behind-the-scenes featurette with Eli Roth, and then a photo gallery, and of course the trailers. Scariest movies of the year. I felt like that was a really this cover, man, was really catchy, right? So I definitely wanted to check it out. And so when I watched the found footage film and then watched the special features, what I kind of came away with was Eli Roth really believed in this film, and I think him putting his name on there gives this, I don't know, it feels like it's trying to give it credibility, and I don't know if it's totally deserving of that credibility. But what is cool about it is Eli Roth kind of breaks down the film with these guys, and you can tell that he's just a fan of this movie. He's a fan of how they made the movie, and he just loves independent horror. And so after watching that, 25-30 minutes of their conversation with the three directors and how they made it, I'm willing to kind of like look past some of the flaws that this movie has, and those flaws are pretty glaring. The first one is when you go and you rent an Airbnb, if there was cameras already set up that was going to be filming you there, you wouldn't fucking stay there. You would just leave. There's no way that you would make those a part of your movie, because any sane person wouldn't let that happen, right? So it'd be one thing if that was part of the movie and we were going to use interesting footage from it, but really it's just like a different camera angle for them to kind of like walk back and forth in a way through the kitchen and stuff. There is some freakouts where she'll drop the camera, then we'll go to like, these steady kind of overhead shots of the like Google Nest cams or whatever's going on. That's a huge complaint that I have with this movie, but hearing them talk about it, they're using it as like a reason to kind of get different shots and stuff. Other things that found footage sins, you can't really do is having music, right? There is some weird music, and I know that they'll go and play records and they'll put songs on just to kind of fill the space, and that's fine. But there is some like kind of if it's found footage, I mean, I can look past it, but it's more of like a feature film than a found footage, having that music and stuff in there. Those are a couple problems that I have. And then the other big problem is the lead actress, Mallory, who's a director. She's awful. She is just awful. She's wooden. She's unbelievable as the girlfriend. Alex himself, you know, like, he's kind of like sarcastic. He can be kind of like dickish to his girlfriend, and that's not really necessarily a problem because that happens in relationships. But she is insufferable in some of these scenes in this movie, man. I'm telling you, it's like she's just reading her lines like she would direct the lines to an actual actress. It's just not believable. And she kind of like took me out of it when I first watched it. And so after I watched the commentary and then I watched the features, the next day I watched this again and I kind of looked at it through the lens of like, okay, I'm the director and I need to get the most out of my other directing partner. And so, you know, I guess I'm giving them a pass for the problems that I have with this movie. It takes place, you know, out in the middle of nowhere in the snow, and they do some cool things where he'll get up in the middle of the night, he'll kind of go out and check things out. He's dealing with this demon. I'm not going to spoil anything that happens, but he'll be walking around barefoot, and so they'll have like these really intense shots of like him walking through the snow, the struggle, him getting locked out of the cabin or whatever. It's interesting, right? And when you learn that most of the money in this film was spent on the stunts, and so they couldn't really afford to hire actors, maybe I can whitewash over some of that stuff. And I've actually found it more interesting the second time that I watched it, because I was kind of hacking this thing apart when I first watched it. I definitely was. And I'd had a couple of beers and I was like, God, this is just kind of cookie cutter, cut and paste, found footage, possession film. We've seen all this. But I was really intrigued to check it out. So I was just like, let me try watching this thing again, man, under a different lens. And so I did, and I liked it more. I'm not going to say I love it, but you know, I don't mind owning it. I'm glad that I own it. And I think that this can't have a big budget, man. $10,000 maybe. I couldn't make a better movie than this. And so once I listened to the directors, man, I was really, I was just more careful with how I felt about it. I was just like, you know what, man, good for them making this movie. These damn Canadians are doing the best that they can. And I kind of enjoy that about it. Eli Roth definitely liked it. And so I just thought, yeah, why can't I just give this thing a chance for round 2? So I did. And I don't mind it. It's not bad. It's going to be kind of, you know, like a lot of found footage movies you've seen, a lot of paranormal stuff. There's going to be like a cutback scene where they got to talk to the professor and they got to get the mythology. If they would have just kind of maybe leaned into the demonic stuff more, or whatever is possessing him, or the actual eater of dreams, right? Like if they would have just focused on that and maybe a little bit less of the lady friend in here, because that girlfriend, man, the whole idea was to go up there, kind of bang it out, right, and kind of rekindle your relationship and kind of like figure out what's going on to make you have these kind of violent episodes when you're dreaming. That's kind of a cool premise, but she just took me out of it the first time. So focus more on the dream eating stuff, you know. I would say, yeah, this is a soft recommend, okay? It's not the scariest movie of the year, not even close, but I've seen worse movies this year, right? It's better than Return to Silent Hill by a lot. So, guys, yeah, I think I enjoy this. I think I'm still a little bit just above mixed, but you can do worse, I think. It's kind of charming in a way to think like there's these Canadians out there and I'm not trying to... I don't know why I keep saying Canadian, because it feels like they're really nice people. So it just feels like they're out there, they're doing their best. They can't afford to hire actors, so they say, fuck it, man, make it themselves. And I think that's actually, I think that's really charismatic and charming of them. And the lead guy, Alex, is like, he's believable. He can be actually kind of intimidating when he's just like kind of crawling around. It's endearing in a way. So if you want to pick this thing up, man, right now it's at themovieroom.com. Go on, use my code BEYOND10, save 10% off. Thanks for sending it out, man. I wanted to watch this thing, and I think that Eli Roth's name on there gives it, like I said, credibility, but it just, there's like a curiosity factor. Like, why did Eli Roth like this, and why should we be paying attention to it? What do we need to see from this thing as a found footage? So I kind of belabored the point. Yeah, it's just above mid. I think if you want to check it out, it's affordable. This is their second movie that they put out, the horror section. So I'm into supporting independent people. I think that's kind of where I'm landing here. I actually have 2 copies of these, and I'm going to give one away. So follow me on Instagram. I'll tell you how to get one. It's still packaged up. It's got a cool little sticker in there and everything. So yeah, we're going to go ahead and give away a copy of Dream Eater, guys. You know what to do. Like, comment, subscribe. Those likes are free, man. Just hit the thumb. You're almost there. Just shift it to the... It's fine. It's Friday. It's a full moon. It messes with your ability, your senses to click the button. It's right there. Just click the button for me. Click the button. Celebrating 2 years on YouTube today. I'm super stoked to still be doing it, man. When I started, I just kind of wanted to like do something different, and I needed a hobby. I was like playing music and just struggling with I was like, man, I just want to talk about horror films. That's all I really want to do. So everyone that's been along for the ride, man, I super appreciate you guys. I fucking love making these videos. It's still so much fun. And I think that's what's so cool about YouTube. Besides just talking about Dead Alive or, you know, Squirm for 15 minutes and coming into your living rooms or your phones or your pickup truck, wherever you're at, I can just be myself, man. And I've got such a great following and people that just want to chat with me about it. Follow me on Instagram. There's just this community to horror fans. Even if you're not a fan of something, like, I don't really feel like horror fans like gatekeep or put each other down. It's just the fucking best, man. So from the bottom of my heart, 2 years in, I appreciate you guys so much. I'm looking into the windows of your soul right now. And I said, bitch, you said that though? Did you hear my stomach growl? You said that though. I said, yeah, I said,